I haven't done a vlog in so long. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. So, hi. It is Tuesday, October 1st at 5:36 p.m. So I wanted to update that I finished Heartless Hunter. It was on my physical TBR, so I just finished that and I thought I would give you guys a little bit of my thoughts. I don't really have that many, other than like this book was like so frustrating. The characters were behaving in ways that like I knew made sense for the plot, but like was so hard to watch that I don't know how much of my enjoyment was taken away from that. So I'm still kind of thinking over how I felt about the book, but I just wanted to say that I did finish that. So we're currently at 101 books so far and the reading goal is 150. So I'm still, I believe, 12 books behind my reading goal. So we're gonna try to knock out another book tomorrow so that we can get to 11, and then hopefully we can finish 1 or 2. I'm hoping to finish like 3 books by the weekend. And I'm filming a special reading vlog on the weekend, so I'll also be getting some books read then. But yeah, by the end of this week, I'm hoping to finish like 3 or 4 more books. It's only Tuesday, so I feel very full of hope as you do at the beginning of the week. Like by the time it's Thursday, I'm gonna be like, no, I only read 2 books. But yeah, anyway, as for my reading plans now, so yeah, I don't really have like a lot to say about Heartless Hunter. Like I still just don't know how to feel. Like I didn't really enjoy it until like the last like 25%, and then I really enjoyed it. So I don't really know like what to say to you to make that. I don't know how to assert my feelings right now, but I do want to say that I'm going to be starting another book tomorrow. I'm not going to start one tonight because I'm going to watch some movies. I am going to be starting a book on my Kindle. Last time I filmed a vlog, I didn't have a Kindle. Oh my god, so exciting. I'm going to read, let me just hold on. I have a few books on here that I want to read. I kind of plan out a little TBR at the beginning of every week. So I want to read A Kingdom of Stars and Shadow. Can you see that? And Court of Ravens and Ruin. So yeah, that's what I'm going to focus on tomorrow. I'll talk to you next time I sit down to read. But yeah, that was all that we planned to do today. I was halfway through Heartless Hunter when I started this vlog, so I figured I would just put it in as a little footnote, even though I didn't really read it throughout this vlog. Yeah, there you go. Talk to you tomorrow. Okay, I don't know how stable this tripod is. I'm in bed, obviously. Jack Skellington Squishmallow and my bear, but I didn't feel like getting out of bed. So this is what you're getting. So you're gonna have to be grateful. Anyway, happy Wednesday. Happy sparkle on. It is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Middle of the week. More like middle of the week. You guys get tired? Like, do you ever just like watch my videos and go, it's like taxing on you and you're like, oh my god, Ethan uploaded another one and I'm like, another banger, and you guys are like, why is he still talking? So it is Wednesday. I finished everything that I wanted to do, everything that was on my to-do list. I had to edit a video for my comeback, but now it is like what time is it? It's 4:17. I'm gonna read for the rest of the night and I kind of want to get ambitious with it. I have a couple books saved in my Kindle Unlimited library that I kind of just want to devour. And so I was thinking, guys, let me know if this is okay. Let me know if this sounds okay. I think I'm gonna binge 2 books, but I don't know if I have enough time, so you and I are gonna find out together. I'm gonna read the first page so that my Kindle will tell me how long it's gonna take. Yeah, so I have a weekly TBR that I give myself every week, which I should be doing videos about. I don't know why I'm not doing that. I think I'm gonna start doing that on my TikTok, like show you guys what I plan to read every week. But every week I write a list of books that I want to read, and so there's 2 books that are on my TBR for this week that I really want to read, and they're on my Kindle because I just want to hold my Kindle. I just want to be curled up like just like that. I just want to be curled up like that. So I have A Kingdom of Stars and Shadows and Court of Ravens and Ruin. They're both little Kindle Unlimited romantasies that I've been meaning to get to. I have like dozens and dozens of books that I've seen on Kindle Unlimited that I'm like, I need to read this series, but there's just so many of them that I can't download them all because you can only take 20 Kindle Unlimited books at a time. So like, I don't know, let me know if I should do a video like just reading Kindle Unlimited books or something, because there's like probably, if I were to guess, like 20 to 30 different fantasy romance series that are like self-published on Kindle Unlimited that I like am dying to read, but I haven't read them. So these are 2 of those. I'm gonna see how long it says it's going to take me to read, and then we'll see if we can do both of them. If not, I think I'll read a little bit of both of them, because I'm going to read until like 10 or 11. So we'll see how long these 2 books will take me to read. But I think if I can only finish one, I'll aim to finish A Kingdom of Stars and Shadows, because that one's shorter. I'm going to see how long it'll take me to read these, and I'll be back and I'll give you my itinerary for the day. Okay, I'm back. I just read the first chapter of both of the books, and they're both gonna take me. This one says 3 hours and 17 minutes. This one says 3 hours and 4 minutes. So about 6 hours, 6.5 hours. So that would put us at 11 p.m. I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna try to read both of these books tonight. I really just want to sit in my bed and rot while I read fantasy romance. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna read A Kingdom of Stars and Shadows and Court of Ravens and Ruin. Both of them, the first chapters, I'm highly intrigued. I don't even know which one I want to read more. Like I really want to read both of them right now. I'll tell you more about them when I start getting into them, but I think we're gonna start with A Kingdom of Stars and Shadows and we'll go from there. So time to read. Okay, update time. I have been reading for about an hour, I think, and I am 36, what is this called? Kingdom of Stars and Shadows. I'm enjoying it, but how do I put this? It's very insta-lovey. Like, this is a fantasy romance, basically. This girl is star blessed, they call it. She has like these marks on her that make her like star blessed. They're like little stars all over her, and that basically means that she can give power to the fae if they feed from her, like a vampire. I don't really know what happens when they feed from them, so I'm kind of scared because there are vampires in this world, but they said it's different, but like the same principle. But I don't think they do. I don't think it's through blood, so like, ooh, I don't know. But I'm on chapter 9, and we definitely got spicy way sooner than I thought we were gonna get spicy, so that kind of shocked me. It's very insta love. Like, literally they saw each other and she was like, I was drawn to him. Oh my god, like they literally didn't know each other, and she was like, I was hanging on to every word he was saying. I was like, the way it was like, because it's from her point of view, it's first person, so like they meet. Oh my god, wait, I didn't even explain what was happening. So she's destined to marry the Fae Prince, but she's kind of falling in love with the other Fae Prince, who is not the heir to the throne, and so there's like a love triangle almost, except she doesn't really like the other guy very much, but she's supposed to marry him. They had like instant attraction, and then with the other guy that she's supposed to marry, it was like instant hatred, and I feel like neither is justified yet. So it feels a little underdeveloped. There's definitely a lot of nuance to this book. Like, what I mean by that is, like, there are things that are implied, like barely implied, that I can pick up because I've read so many books, but they're not clear. Like, there are so many things that aren't clear, but then later, like, there's so many things that are not clear, but I can make a guess because I've read so many books like this before. And then when I do guess and I figure out whether I'm right or not, I'm always right. So it's like, okay, I'm picking up what you're putting down, but it's so vague. There's a lot of vagueness. I don't know how to explain it, but it's really short. I'm enjoying it though. I'm really enjoying it. I really like our main girl. Don't know how I feel about our love interest because they're very insta love. Like, they're very like literally in love with like obsessed with each other already. They're not in love. They're definitely in lust. But I don't know how I feel about him yet, just because it was so instant, but I am enjoying it. The writing is easy to read. I'll say that. But yeah, I'm gonna keep reading. I probably won't update again for a while because I'm kind of just eating it up. So yeah. See, this is what I mean. Like, they've literally known each other for like maybe 2 days, I think. And she's like, I'm obsessed with him. I couldn't stop thinking about it. Girl, he's just a man. He's only one man. Like, it's been literally 2 days. Like, it's just pissing me off. Like, they don't even know each other, and like she's giving me no, she, the author, is giving me no reason to believe that this is true. Like, why does she trust him so much? I don't know. Maybe I'm being nitpicky. This girl is literally so unhinged. Like, he's not yours. Like, she's literally engaged to the other one, and she's like, his brother is mine. She's crazy. I love her. Hey, what's up? Good morning. It's actually not the morning anymore. It's like the afternoon. Had very ambitious plans last night, as you saw. Did I read those books? No. I did read a little bit of Kingdom of Stars and Shadow. I read like half of it last night. I just finished it just now. All I have to say is this girl is creative. I did not know there was a scene with honey, and I thought it was gross, like genuinely. There's also a scene with a book, and the whole time I was like, because why would you use a book during freaky time? It was a very freaky book. The plot, like, I don't want to say that it was all spice, no plot, because there was plot and it was interesting, but I felt none of the stakes. Like, I knew there were stakes, but I felt none of them. I'll do a full review when we finish this vlog, but the good news is I finished a book. I'm at 102 books. The bad news is it took me too long to finish it, so now I'm still 12 books behind. So I'm gonna try to finish another book today, and I'm gonna try to finish 2 books tomorrow. Ambitious as hell, but the only thing that I have to do tomorrow is read. Like, I cleared my schedule, my busy unemployed schedule. So I don't have like any errands to run, any chores to do. I should be able to just read all day. We're gonna binge another book. Also, I just realized that I put my phone on top of my laptop, like, to hold it, but my laptop is like loudly fanning. I'm uploading a YouTube video right now. So if you can hear a fan, my bad. Anyway, we're gonna start, or I guess not start because I already read the first chapter, Court of Ravens and Ruin, and this is a Norse inspired fantasy. I'm very excited because I love Norse mythology. That's what we're doing. I'm gonna sit here, read this book. I might get a drink or something. I kind of want a Coke. I already had a Coke, but like, when do I not want more Coke? Not that kind. The sippy kind. I'm gonna read. I am 36% through Court of Ravens and Ruin. I'm like eating this up. Like, tell me why I'm eating this up. Num 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 num. Eating this up. Like, there's some parts about it that, like, sorry, my hair is crazy, I'm sorry. There are some parts about it that are like kind of cringe, like just little writing icks that I, as a writer, am like, oh, I don't like when people do that. But mostly just like sentence structure and sentence fluency and stuff. Everything makes sense. Everything, it's fast paced and really, really engaging. It's super fast paced. Every chapter kind of ends with something new being introduced, like something new happening. Some of the ways that she structures her sentences kind of gives me the ick sometimes. That's a very nitpicky thing to say, so I know. So I have like 200 pages left. I'm devouring. I'm dividing and conquering. I'm devouring. I'm eating everything. I don't know why. It's so fast paced and it's so engaging. Like, it's just like intriguing me, and this world is really like grim and creepy and like kind of gothic. Like, they just got to the kingdom of the shadow bay, and there's like giant spires and crazy architecture and people hung on pikes, and you're like, whoa. It's really interesting so far. It's basically like I said, Norse mythology is a part of it, but there are fae in this world, and there's like 5 kingdoms of fae. There's like gold fae, dark fae, there's all these different types of fae. And so this girl basically gets kidnapped by the prince of the shadow fae, and he takes her home and we don't know why. Very suspicious activity. Hey, it's been a few days. I haven't filmed in 2 days and I didn't film at all yesterday. So I thought I would give a little update on where we're at. First of all, if I open up my Kindle, I have an hour and 3 minutes left of Court of Ravens and Ruin. I'm still really loving it. Not loving it like 5 stars loving it, but like it's passing the time and it's like really entertaining. Like it's so fast paced. And so I just really have been enjoying it. And so we're gonna finish that today. I wanna try to finish 2 books today because we're currently 12 books behind our reading goal. And I was hoping that by the end of this vlog, we could be 10 books behind. We're gonna finish Court of Ravens and Ruin, is that what it's called? I keep forgetting. Yes. And then I think I'm going to start Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver. That's her newest book in the Rose Hill series. She wrote the Chestnut Springs series, all that. Cute, quirky little small town romances taking place in Canada. So support local businesses. I love her books so much. Like, I know they're kind of cringe, but like they're camp. I don't care at all. I don't care. This is me not caring. I don't care. I am gonna read until I go to bed tonight. So we'll see how much we get done, but I'm probably only gonna finish 2 books. And I'll update you when I start the next book, maybe. But I got myself a Coke. But anyway, I'm just gonna sit in bed with my Terrifier blanket and read some books. The dichotomy of me reading Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver, like a little cutesy small town romance, while wearing a death metal shirt and sleeping with a Terrifier blanket. I just think that's hilarious, but that's my aesthetic. Okay, see you later. Just finished Court of Ravens and Ruin, and I finished it and was so mad at the ending that I immediately started reading Wild Eyes, and then I realized that I needed to update the video, so this is me updating. I loved that book. It was really good. Like, but I want to say it was really good for a Kindle Unlimited romantasy, because I tend to not love those as much as like the YA fantasy and like adult fantasy that I read. Like, I tend to prefer fantasy books with romance rather than like romantasy. If you know, you know, there's a difference. But that one left on the biggest cliffhanger ever. I'm so mad. But the good news is there are 4 books and all of them are already out. So I might read the second one. But for now, I'm gonna start Wild Eyes. I just read the first chapter and immediately obsessed. Sorry. I'm immediately obsessed. Their meet cute is she's taking pictures of a bear that she saw on the side of the road, and it starts to get closer and closer to her, and he drives by and he's like, oh my god, this crazy woman is taking a video of a bear when she should be running away. So he like stops, and this is the first chapter of the book, by the way, I'm not spoiling anything. He stops and he's like, you need to get away from that bear, and they fight. And then it was just so funny and stupid, like that they meet and immediately don't like each other because he's telling her to stay away from the bear and she's trying to take a video for her Instagram of the bear. It sounds so much dumber when I say it out loud, but it was just like, I was like immediately like, yes. So I'm gonna start reading it. It says that it's gonna take me 4 hours and 42 minutes. No matter how long it's gonna take, I'm gonna read the whole thing today. Hey, it's the next day. I didn't do a final clip for this wrap up, so I thought I would go over everything that I ended up reading and give a little review. The first book that I read in this vlog was Heartless Hunter, and this is a book that I've been seeing like so much lately, but I really was honestly disappointed by this. Like, I think it's because I saw so much about it that I was disappointed so heavily, but I was really expecting like a 5-star, like, oh my god, amazing book. But for me, it just really didn't hit. It was very, very YA. Like, the writing was very, very, very catered towards teenagers type beat, you know what I mean? Like, it had been a while since I read a young adult fantasy. I think that was probably part of it, but I did enjoy it, don't get me wrong. Like, it lacked feeling for me, I think. I gave it a 3.5. I just think it like lacked, I didn't feel the stakes. Like, the stakes, there's the witch hunter and the hunt, like there's all this stuff going on, but I didn't really feel the stakes. So it just kind of felt like I was just like reading whatever at my own pace. I didn't care to finish it. I didn't care, like, you know what I mean? Like, it just, I didn't feel the stakes were high, and I didn't connect with the characters enough for the story to matter to me. So reading it was just kind of like akin to scrolling on your phone on Instagram. Like, there was nothing I was getting out of it. I feel like that's really harsh. I just really didn't love it. With that being said, it passed the time. and I enjoyed reading it, but I really didn't love it once I was done the book. I didn't love it. Then I read A Kingdom of Stars and Shadows. This is a Kindle Unlimited romantasy, and this book was really bad. I had been wanting to read this for a really long time because the author, Renee, she has this series and she has another series that came out after, and so in total it's like 6 books or something. So I really wanted to start reading them because then I would have 6 books to get through and it would be just quick, fun little books I could read on my Kindle. But I really didn't like this book. The romance, it was insta-love. And when I say insta-love, I mean the second she made eye contact with that man, they were in love. And it was literally crazy. Another thing that I really didn't like about it was like this has like a love triangle kind of thing. Like she's not really in love with the other guy. She falls in love with this prince, but she's betrothed to his brother, and the guy that she's actually betrothed to is like really slimy and gross, and he keeps talking about how he's gonna own her, which she's like very much against. The main character is, I don't want to be owned by any man, I don't want this to happen. And then she starts falling in love with the brother and he's like, you're mine, and she's like, yes, yes, yes. So like, how is it different? I don't know. They just really frustrated me. Like the character that we were supposed to hate was almost exactly the same as the character we were supposed to fall in love with, and I found that very frustrating. I do think there's a lot of interesting ideas here. There were fays feed off of human blood as well as vampires, and there are star blessed people who have these star marks. They're like freckles, but they're stars, and their blood can give you more magic. So she gets married off because she's star blessed. And I thought that was a cool idea, and I really wanted to like this book. The romance was what ruined it for me. There was so much spice, like way more than plot. Everything was spicy. Every interaction they had something to do with that. I just found it was really underdeveloped, and like the whole book was just like making me focus on the romance, but I didn't like the romance because it was just so unbalanced. It just frustrated me. I gave that a 2.5 stars. I read Court of Ravens and Ruin and Court of Greed and Gold. These are the first and second book in the Shadowbound Queen series. I'm going to talk about them together because they're in the same series. I really liked these. The first book is really good. There's 2 more books, by the way, so I'm talking about the series as I've only read half of it. Court of Ravens and Ruin was really good. I really liked it. It was fast paced, it was engaging, the concept and everything. It was just so fun. It was just fun. And the second one I didn't love as much, but it was still very good and I really enjoyed it. I really recommend these. They're really fun, like palate cleansing, light-hearted fantasy books. They were entertaining. The romance was pretty good. Like I think it did get a little too spicy too soon, but I did really enjoy both of these, and I'm really excited to continue the series because both books ended on a cliffhanger. I have read 104 out of 150 books, and I'm 11 books behind my reading goal. So we're gonna keep trying the rest of this year to catch up to that reading goal. I will be updating you via vlog, so stay tuned. We are gonna catch up to that reading goal though. I know we didn't make much progress today, but we will catch up. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you.